Hey there, cats and kitties. I am the Blues Man, Johnny Blues, and with this video I'll be discussing my thoughts on episode 1 of the anime series Toaru Hikuushi no Koiuta, which I believe is actually translated to the pilot's love song. I may be wrong on that, but in any case, this was actually one of the few standout, basically winter 2014 anime series that, based on the previews, I really wanted to check out, and it did not disappoint. I was actually pretty, drawn in from beginning to end. I love the backdrop of this world, this sort of mythological, very Final Fantasy-esque kind of backdrop where you have floating continents and, airships and all this kind of stuff, and you're following around a character who just happens to have the namesake of Superman himself. I'm a big Superman fan, so it works for me. Kal-El, he's this sort of, I guess you could say middle-class or lower-middle-class character who is entering a pilot school, a flight school of sorts. He's got his sister. Still unclear as to which one of them is the younger, because they're arguing all the time about this point, but he's got his sister Ariel in tow, fitting that she has the red hair to boot, and they're going on an adventure. Now, we're basically being debuted to all of this sort of mythology, the foundations of this world. They talk about going to the end of the sky, the unseen end of the sky, and how the raindrops fell from heaven, and, the earth basically asked God to keep the water flowing and all that kind of stuff. It gets a little complex, but what's most intriguing to me is the end of the sky holding off the water implies to me that they still think this world they're on, whether it's Earth or another planet or what have you, is flat. And that's interesting because they have, capability of flight. So if they have this technology, why would they still think the world is flat? Could it be a situation where there are other sort of continents, other governments of the world where battles may ensue? I mean, from the OP animation, we do see that there are going to be aerial battles and stuff like that. We see that Kal-El himself is very peeved about something that happened, and I'm assuming that's a flash forward of things to come. Of course, his dialogue toward the end of the episode also hints that, this floating continent is never going to return home. So will his sister, will his friends that he's going to make at this, pilot school? I don't know. It's very intriguing to me. I love the debut of all of these characters. Of course, the crazy Ariel, always poking fun at him, and they're arguing back and forth. Even from across their dorm rooms, they somehow got sacked with the, exact crisscross rooms from two different buildings. So now they can see each other out the window every day and everything like that. All the other students and, I guess you could say aspiring pilots are kind of just laughing up this relationship they have with each other, questioning on what's going on with this. And we see also in this episode, Kal-El meets a noble. Now, I find this interesting that they're broken up into classes. Essentially, there's the noble class, and then there's the, I guess, everybody else class. And he meets this girl, Claire Cruz. Her bike chain had broken. He fixed it for her. She's very nervous, went into an overproduction of trying to regain her composure by, breathing in deep and everything. And he rides the bike with her on the back, basically escorting her home to safety. The cloud cover, because they're on this floating continent, gets in the way and they fall in the lake. They embrace, and I guess it's kind of love at first touch or something like that. He's head over heels in love, and he's also got this sort of I guess you could say rival in the making in the character of this gray-haired dude, Ignacio Axis, I believe is his name. And it's going to be funny to see what happens next, how the tension ramps up with the impending battles that are to come. A standout character, for as brief as she showed up, was the dorm manager, Shizuka. I don't know why. The way they portrayed her character, very sort of monosyllabic or very sort of underwritten in her tone. I have a feeling she's going to be the point of a lot of hilarity in this. And it was a great first episode. Can't wait to see more. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments below if you're able to post what you thought of episode 1. And otherwise, that'll be it from me. So I'll catch you later. Peace.